and I just started streaming. I can't believe I just did that. Okay, let's do net. Net is my favorite one. Net actually has a good setup. So net is actually in a tight wedge, as you can see. So we got a high here, got a low here. So net is in a very tight wedge here. Okay. So what I'm looking for is if you can break so it closed at 82.41. Okay. So 82.41 is around here. We have calls on net. Okay. So I alerted. These are all higher risk because again, this could go either way. So net is a 90 call for January. So we do have time, but I would like to see if it can hold above 82, if it can see it open at or above 82.75, we should be good. We definitely should be good for calls. Or if you guys want to enter a new position for a scalp, 82.79. It's probably going to change tomorrow, but that's okay. And we have a next resistance at 84.34. So around here, 84.37. So at or above. And these are, always put alerts if you have TOS. That way you can look at 100 different charts, right? And you don't have to be focusing on one chart. You're gonna get an alert on your phone, your desktop, whatever, and these are gonna pop up, and it's gonna say, "Oh, net is above 84.38." Next thing you do, you can use TTM just to check of how bullish or bearish it is, and check your volume. And again, obviously, I want volume like this. I want volume above the average. So this is when I'll enter. But with Friday with low volume, I had to find some, um, some swings. These were the good setups. And on TTM, it is 1 hour, but for example, TTM has reversed and it fired, and it can reverse to be a bullish play. So what we have here is net, up above 82.79. If we can break above that, we're going to be bullish, and we're going to have a first resistance test of 84.38, all-time high at 86. I do own stock as well, so it wouldn't be a bad idea for me to hold some puts, but I don't buy puts. I don't really like to short things. But anyway, if you wanted to play puts, I think a good level for puts is below 80. 80.25, or you can play a break of the wedge, and maybe with a lot of selling pressure, a close support at 81.88. So, but this is very close. This thing could have a false confirmation. It might break, but it could reverse. So I think 80.25 is the better level. So at or below 80.25 or 26 for puts. But net does have a good setup. Net is ready to. I mean, it could go either way. It could go either way, but I think we're gonna be going this for the calls. So that is net. Net tight wedge. I think this thing is ready to make another move. So next one is going to be. Let's do. Oh, crisp. Crisp has been beaten down lately. Crisp is in a very just consolidating pattern right now. So what I have here, we're in calls and crisp as well. As you can tell, we're in a lot of calls. Jesus. We have a crisp, I think 160 call, I believe. I don't know why the alert is not there. Okay, I'm not sure why my alert is not there, but I think we made an alert or not. Anyway, so what I'm seeing here, this is gonna be a good support. So below 145.29 is going to be my stop. We do have time on this contract, but it doesn't matter. I have risk management. I want to get out and just move on to the next trade. As you can see, support here, right here, here. I mean, there's so many. These are all confirmation support. So this is what you have to see, how many times it's bounced. So if it breaks before, below this line, um, we can test the next level of 137. And actually, I think, man, you can buy stock at this level. This is a good company. This is a really good company. As far as calls, I have a level of 153.59, just because this has been a hard resistance to break, I think. But even on Friday, it was around, I believe it was the 151 or 152. Yeah, this actually sounds more reasonable. 151.88 was where on Friday it had trouble breaking. It couldn't make a bigger move. But honestly, that was because there's a lot of selling pressure. But the volume that on Friday was terrible for every stock. I mean, it really did not do it. It took a beating, that's for sure. But hopefully we can take advantage of the sell-off. So what do we have here? So 145 below that, it could be good for puts. Hopefully that doesn't break that because we have calls. And let's see. So we have 151. So this could be a good early resistance. So at or above 151 or 152.01. Okay, we'll just go with that. Above 152.01, whatever that alert is, hopefully we can get 153. So these are going to be the two main support and resistance levels. I mean, you can use this one right here as well because it's kind of rejected 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 149. Yeah, we would technically have to break 140, like 149.92. This mini one as well. And again, these will all change tomorrow morning pre-market. Hopefully we can see some volume here. But yeah, these are the key levels for crisps. Let me put one over here too as well, at or below. Okay, so we got major support 138.03. We have 145.30, 149.92, 152.01, and 153.59 for crisp. Okay, so we got that. Actually, crisp is, it's also in a very, very tight wedge. So here's the low, right? Here's the high. It's not gonna really work that well, but that's a tight wedge. I don't really like using these patterns, to be honest with you. I am a very simple person. You got the cup and handle formations, you got the tight wedge, bear flag, bull flag. I am very simple. I just use support, resistance, TTM. I don't know why my moving averages aren't showing, but moving averages 8, 21, 200, and then the volume. And when the stars align, that's when I will enter. Unless it's like a high risk play where I feel bullish about it, above a certain resistance level, I'll enter. But the wedge things is not, not a trading strategy that I really use. But yeah, that's crisp. Any questions so far? Guys got everything so far?
You guys already done Marvel?
We have not done Marvel. I can do Marvel right now if you want.
Yeah, I'd love to see that.
Sure. Anything for you, Jay.
Thank you, Ken. Love you.
So Marvel, let's change this time. Let's do 4 hour. What are you trying to do? You're trying to scalp or you trying to swing?
Because I had a watch list for it, and I put 43 for calls.
Okay.
I liked the 4 hour because it looked like an inverse head and shoulders. To be honest, I don't know. On mobile, it looked like
Okay.
that. Maybe it looks a lot different
Okay.
from here. Yeah,
So
but I just want your take on it.
yeah. So Marvel closed at 42.94. Okay. So let's do 42.94 and let's do, this is going to be our first support right here. 42.49. You can do a little lower too as well. But I think 42.49 around there is going to be good because you see how it kind of bounces here, and it's just holding this thin ice. So
Okay.
42, okay, so it's telling me 42.47. So below that level, it has, potential to drop to 41.29. You see right here.
Yep.
See the next low, okay?
Yep.
So let's put another alert there. And hopefully, I mean, I don't think it's going to drop this low. Marvel is pretty strong. But what you want to see is, you see how, one right here, one right here. That's two.
Yep.
So this is going to be another break. So 43.35 is going to be your first resistance. So
Okay.
at or above, and if it breaks that, you'll probably want to see 44.32 for the next.
Okay.
But the thing with Marvel is that this stock doesn't move that much either. Um,
Okay.
but I mean, but then again, if the market has a high volume, it'll move. But these will be the levels that you're going to have to look for.
Okay.
Um, you see how this channel is kind of, it's riding this support, breaks, holds this support.
Hmm.
So if it breaks below this support, it could probably fill, in this range, from
Yeah.
42.47 to 41.27.
Okay. So more than likely it could be a long-term swing
It could
with
be,
a tight stop loss or something.
yep, yep. So what I would do, so let's say I want to play Marvel, my entry would be like 30, 40 cents above 43.35. But then again, I'm going to have to check the volume is actually good. The volume is above average.
Okay.
Um, and TTM looks like it's reversing to the bullish side, and the squeeze is fired. You see the green dots?
Oh yeah, green dots. Okay.
Yep. Um, but if I wanted to play it, I would check TTM. I would check volume. Obviously, I'll have my moving averages here as well. And a break above 43, whatever this 43.35, maybe like 10, 20 cents above, I would I would go long. And
Okay.
and then have
Real quick, because I see your volume. What study is this for your volume?
this study is a custom volume, so I posted it in
Oh,
the
you
the
got a
chat.
customized
So
one.
remind me if anyone needs it, I will post it.
Okay, I'll remind you if you want to like DM it to me or something. I'm
Yeah,
gonna have to
yeah.
crack up the laptop to actually get it working on
Yeah,
my phone.
yeah. Honestly, it's better if anyone wants it, just DM me. It's probably
Sure, sure.
it gets lost in the chat like very quickly. But we pinned it too. So um,
Okay.
if you if you look at the top where it says Premium Owl Chat and there's like a pin kind of emoji thing. You would
Hmm.
just click that and then it would show it. I think it's somewhere in that um, section. But if you
Okay.
can't find it, I don't have a problem of sending it to you guys.
Sure.
So there's Marvel, but yeah, above 43.35 would be your key level for sure. That would be good. These are just temporary levels again, because tomorrow these things could be meaningless.
Great.
Um, let's do let's do Square, and then you guys can ask me what stocks you want to look at. Okay, let's get this useless line out of here. Okay, so Square on the 4 hour. So it closed at 216.59. So we have this will be a major support around 212, yeah, 212.80-ish. This should be fine. So below 212, it could probably fill back to 207 area because we know how Square is. And this is 4 hour chart by the way. So it closed at 216.59. I would like the first resistance to be around 218 for Square. I think this is the level where it always has trouble kind of holding. So I would like Square above 218. We're in calls in this one too, so I'm going to be really looking at, or I am going to be looking at this alert popping on my phone. So 218.18 is a good entry for calls, where we can actually hit 221 or two, what is this? Yeah, 221.49 or even all-time high, 222. Now let's see. Let's just do it at, but below 212, we could go back down to the 207 area, just how it always does. Yeah, this is good. 207. Let's do. Yeah, this is good. And again, if we go, if we can't hold the 207 area, we can go back down to 204. So 204 is going to be around right here. These that's how square moves. One, two, three. It broke. So testing this level again. Testing this level. This is a good bounce right here. This is where I was thinking on this is Thursday. I can't believe I didn't enter it. This was a good bounce right here. But below this thing could go back to 198. But with the market, I don't think that's gonna happen. If the market's gonna be bullish, then there's no way. What? Okay. Yeah, 204.25. So square is gonna be tight. So 204.25 major support, then 207.50, 212.84 is gonna be first support if we're not long. We want above 218.18. Maybe you can break to all-time high of 222.05. And TTM is looking good. DTM has fired long. Good ending volume, above average. So let's see if it can hold up. Let's see if it can hold up tomorrow. I think Square is gonna be actually really good. All right, your guys' turn. Send me some stocks.
You guys have been talking about Palantir, and then I
Uh-huh.
liked it actually a lot. Do you want to just,
Yeah.
if I could reiterate, I put 27.52 for calls. Resistance was 30. It looks like it's clearly channeling.
Yep. I have that too. I have 27.5 first, right?
Okay.
So it has to break here. See how it's been
Mm-hmm.
rejected, rejected, rejected.
Yep. Yep.
Um, it looks like it's reversing, has fired. So look at this. You're right, 27.5, right? So I said we can hit
Yep.
29.10 if it holds 27.5. So
Great.
if it can hold this level, so at or above 27.5, we can fill all the way to 29. Okay? So if we break 29, right? Because it has been, it rejected here multiple times. It rejected here as well. But if we can break 29, we can test 30, 31, right?
Yep.
And then we can, maybe if we get enough volume, we can test 33. That's gonna
Uh,
be, I mean, ideal if we can get there. Our first target's gonna be 20. What was that? 29.10.
is 31 that there's what's all time high? Is that 32? I can't read that.
33.5.
Oh, 33.5. Okay, so that's all
Mm-hmm.
time high. All right,
Yep.
cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
But as a support, I would have like a small support around, let's just say 26.70. No, we can just do like this, 25.87. So 25.87, we can go 24.90. Yeah, right here is pretty good. Yeah, this is actually good. So there's smaller supports, because Palantir doesn't move,
Yeah.
obviously with this, crazy run up, but overall it's not gonna go crazy. So these will be your smaller supports. So, around 25.90, 25.87. Okay, 86. But yeah, no, this could be a good setup as well. I might make a play on a swing as well. If TTM fires long, if it fired, but it hasn't fired long yet. It's fire, it's reversing. But I would have to wait for, a nice blue bar to pop up. Volume a little higher, above 27.5.
Great.
27.5 would be a good level.
All right, perfect. All right,
Mhm.
I'll see you in the AM. I got my watch list all
Yeah,
set up now.
sounds good, man. See you tomorrow.
All right, take care. See ya.
See you, buddy. All right, who's next?
Yo, Kian,
What's
hey,
up?
can you look at Baba?
Yeah, yeah, I can. I haven't traded. Oh my god. All right, let's look at Bubba. So what do we got here? So Bubba closed at 264.54. So what am I looking at here? So 264.54. Let's do a break of 265.92 for calls. Let's just, yeah, this is good. Oops, no. So 265.93 above there, be good. And then above this, we would see 267 right here. Right here is good. Okay, and then but below 264.54, our first support is going to be around 262. Yeah, this is good right here. This is where it's holding up here. So at or below 262.58. If it goes below here, we can see, what, 261 area, 260. Yeah. So 260 will be our next support. Um, at let's see, one more. So we got a break for me, 265.93. If it breaks here, because this is gonna be another tough resistance right here. One rejection here. It broke a bit, but it can't hold. Reject. See, it can't hold this level. Some people will enter right here, but it's not holding. And here, right here, look at this. TTM fired short, short. So we need a solid confirmation above 267.18. Above 267.18, we can test 268. This level right here, because you see it rejected 1, 2, 3 times.
All right, nice. I'll put an alert for a 267 on my watch list.
Sounds good.
Thanks, Kian. Appreciate it, man.
Of course. All right. Any more? Come on, keep asking. I'm here.
Hey Ken,
What's up?
can you look at Moderna, please?
Yes. Yeah. All right, Moderna. So Moderna, they're up 5 points after hours, give or take 4.9, something like that. So let's check it out. Okay, so they're at 160, 160. 160, 160. So first thing is that let's see if they can hold at their closing price from Friday. So 160, 160 is going to be your main level. Above that, we're going to have, this is going to be a tricky one actually. So what I would do, yeah, this is good. This is good right here. So one rejection, two rejections. It's right here above 160. What is that? 170. So above 170 for me. I know Moderna is going to move. Moderna is going to have some good volume. TTM is reversing to the bullish side. Well, right now. So for me, a safe entry would be 170. Let's see if it can hold this 169 at the open. Because it's kind of rejecting here. 1, 2, 3, 4 times. If it can't hold here, that's still too low. So we can see around 154 or 153. Yeah, we'll just do 154. So 154 as our first support. Below 154, we can go back to 150. So what I like here, holds 160, 160. You can do a small resistance right here at 164. There's 2 rejections here. So 164, you could do a higher risk call if you want. Yeah, yeah. Gonna need some volume on this, but I think above 164, it's good for calls. And then below 161.88, if it can't hold that pre-market level or aftermarket on Friday, you can go for puts. This is a tough setup actually, but I think going long is the better move. All right.
Okay, appreciate it.
And then Wizard wants QCOM. QCOM, yes. QCOM, yeah. Okay, so QCOM closed at 144.28. It held this support, so this is going to be our new support. Let's do 143.07. So at or below, that's going to be our support. It held nicely here. So what I want to see is QCOM. QCOM usually moves. Man, they're down 11.7%. This is oversold, in my opinion. I don't know. I don't know why what news came out, but this is going to be a big resistance of 149 because right here was the old support. Okay, so 149 is going to be a major resistance at or above. Okay, but if you want to go long right here, because you see 1, 2, 3 rejections. So above 146 will be a higher risk entry, but let's say pre-market it's above 146, 146.21 or 22. This will be your next level. Again, you can always go, you can fill around in this area, but it's going to be much higher risk. You can, obviously pay for a cheaper premium, but it could reverse on you. So a good confirmation is 149.58. If it can hold above this 146 level. And after that, I mean, this is going to be your next level. What is that? 152.27. And then beyond there, I mean, if you get calls around here, you're going to be making a good amount of money. But I like the bounce here. It held this support. Now we just got to see if it can open up above 146.27. Next target's me 149.58. That's QCOM.
Hey, can you
Hey.
go over what was it, Dropbox? You made a
Yeah,
call
yeah.
Friday.
Anyone still holding contracts on Dropbox?
Yeah, I still have 5 of those right there, and it's I think it's gone up another like 2 points.
Yeah. Dropbox, I gotta completely admit, our software black box where it gives us option sweeps, tons of volume was coming in and tons of calls were coming in. And I just picked a cheap contract just as like, a high risk play, and all of a sudden this thing just started rocking. I think there was some news about it. I didn't read the full news, but I think there's some merger or acquisition going on. The thing with Dropbox is this is all-time high. So, best case holds up nicely at 24.35. It holds, aftermarket hours on Friday. So what is that, 24.35? Let's just put that price in. So 24.35, and you have this gap right here. So if you're going to hold above here, obviously a break of 22.57 or 25.57, this thing can fly. Below 24.34, maybe it heads down to the 23 range, 23.53. But again, I mean, look at this. The TTM is fired. Oh my god. Yeah, this thing just rocketed. This thing is just completely rocketed. I had no technical analysis on this stock. I just went with the option flow, and there was a cheap 25 strike contract for what was it, $40 or something like that, and I just put it in the small account challenge, hoping that this thing can move. I mean, it has been, it's been consolidating a bit, had a nice little pop, consolidating. But again, we entered this on Friday, maybe what, an hour or two before market closed, straight from the
Mhm.
option scanner. So this one is going to be, a little tricky. So if it can hold the 24.34, it could test 25.57 with the right amount of volume. If it rejects, maybe it can go back to opening price, and below 24.34 we can see 23.52. But honestly, what you're gonna make money, and you got 5 contracts left. So worst case, you cut some contracts, let the rest run.
All right, that sounds good. Yeah, I was very surprised to see that pop up
Yeah,
like that.
yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy.
Mhm.
All right, Tesla. Oh yeah, Tesla. Tesla, our best friend. Tesla. Tesla. Okay, so Tesla is gonna be. So Tesla has their inclusion in 2 weeks, I think, or this. No, yeah, next week. Next week. So Tesla again, our key level is going to be 607.05. So this is going to be our pivot right here. This is where that main support was. So at or above or even below. So 607.58 is going to be our pivot. Okay. If we can hold here, and again, Tesla moves like crazy. If we can hold 607.58, I would maybe wait a dollar and a half, because this thing can run all the way here. I mean, look at this. The gap is huge. I mean, it's like 624 would be the next resistance. So above here, or actually we can just do this. At or above, yeah. Below 607.05, this thing could fall back to 583, where we had that, that's 565. Okay, never mind. Yeah, around here. You see this bounce right here, bounce off support, but now it's in this channel. So hopefully this 607.05 is going to be a key level. Got rejected here as well. So these are going to be, the major levels, above 607.58 or 53. Calls could be good, but below this, it could test back to 584. I'm obviously be looking at Tesla always, but 607.58 is going to be a level. And then I know tomorrow is gonna change for sure. Tomorrow morning, Tesla could be up. Tesla could be at 6:30 tomorrow morning, but Tesla could also be at 587. So I'll have a better idea on Tesla's key levels tomorrow morning. But now let's say if it doesn't move tomorrow morning, then 607 will be the pivot point. Either go long or short. No worries, of course. Any others?
Can we take a look at IPOB?
Yeah, IPOB. Yes, let's do it. IPOB. All right. So tons of consolidation here. Okay. So close at 25.43. I think 20s, yeah, around here. 26.19 is a good level to break. So above 26.17 is good for calls or stock. It's kind of cheap. And then so above 27.62, we can see 27. Let's do, yeah, 26.73 is good, because this one's not going to move too much. So above 27.62, but below 26.17, we can see 25.50-ish level. yeah, so this is gonna be another support because it's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's been testing this support level. So below, so I won't enter here. Like if I wanted to buy stock here, I would wait if it can, confirm above this support. So I will put an alert at or below. So 25.28 is going to be a good support level. Below that, then we can see, I mean, this thing could go back to 23 level. The 23, what is this? 2403. But yeah, I mean, if we can break here, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rejections. If we can break 2673, we can test all-time highs if there's a good amount of volume. But yeah, this will be a fun one. This will be a good one. So first, I would enter here, above 2617. Let's see if it can test 2674. If it can't, maybe we can cut some stock or cut some contracts, just because it has been rejected multiple times. If it can break, we can test new highs. Did I do Neo? Nope. I can do Neo next. I can definitely do Neo next. Devontae, is that good?
Yeah, that's perfect. Thank
Okay,
you.
cool. Of course. All right, Neo. Neo has ripped me off. That's for sure. But let's do it. As you can see, I bought 30 more shares at 53.8. So Neo closed at 41.98. Let's do so above 42. Yeah, this looks good right here. 42.88. 42.88. We could go long. I would wait a couple cents above that. It just depends on how much volume comes in. We have a support of around 40-ish. Yeah, 40.84 at or below. So it's rejected here multiple times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is going to be a major support here. If we can hold above the support and break above 42.88, we can see 44 with the right volume. So 44 with the right volume at or above. Now it's gonna be, in this tight channel, rejected multiple times. Above that, with the right volume, let's go to 45.67. But what I'm seeing here is TTM has fired short. Selling volume 96%. So depending on how the market is, we'll see how Neo moves. But 44, the 40.84 level is gonna be a key support level. Let me know if that's helpful. And then, okay, great. And then Black Mamba wanted VLDR. Let's check VLDR. VLDR, okay. Yeah, I'll look at workhorse too. So VLDR closed at 1861 after hours. Not much volume going on, but it is higher than average. So above, yeah, this right here actually should be good. So above this level, 1863. So above there, could run back up to 19. Let's just put a little more. Well, I guess we got to break this candle first, though. Let's just do 1960. 1954 is good. 1954 is a good resistance. Or 1955. But below 18.6, you can see 18. What's that? This candle right here. So 18.26. So below that is a good level for puts. And below 18, what was this level again? 1826, we can see back to 17. 1757. This candle right here, actually. It's rejected right here. But I think this, so 1861. Hold that level, with volume, with the right volume, but it looks bearish right now, but we'll see how the market opens. But above 1957 is probably your best entry if we're going long. Hopefully it can break 2045, and that will be your key level too. So what do I got here? So I have 1760 major support. I don't know why I have two. Let's do this. Let's do above 1864, safer. So above 1864, if it opens above or after market from Friday, get good volume above 1955, breaks 1955, maybe it can hit 20.56. Good? Does that answer? Is that helpful?
Yeah, appreciate it, Ken.
Yeah, no worries. All right, workhorse. Workhorse. Man, good thing I sold that January call. Jeez, I think this thing is killed. Okay. Close at 2178. Workhorse has been having really bad volume lately, but I think I would go long, or if you're in calls already, I would above 2272, above 2272. Next level is going to be around here because it's been rejected twice from past resistance levels. No, not there, not there, not there. There we go. So at or above. So this is going to be 2385. So, but you see how no, it's blocking it. 25 call. Yeah, you got time on the contract, which is good. But what you want to see is you see how it rejects multiple times here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if you can get a solid break above 2272, I think I think it'd be fine. I think then you can test 2388 because it got rejected 1, 2, 3. As you can see, it broke, it ran up. So 2385 is going to be another level. And after that, this thing could run. This thing could run. But support, you would probably want to be careful if it goes below 20. Was that 23? 20.3. So at or below. Okay, because you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 confirmations that it bounced off this support. So if it breaks below, we could be heading down back to the 19 levels. Hopefully that one was helpful. Starbucks, yeah, we could do Starbucks. Of course. Starbucks has been on a tear. Starbucks has been good, but kind of fell off a bit. So Starbucks closed at 103 exactly. So what I would do is about 104.77. You see how this rejects here? 1, 2, 3 breaks. So we're going to see that's going to be our new resistance. Right? Multiple rejections. This couldn't hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, broke. And as a support, we can see back to where it closed at 103. So this is actually this is a great support. So this bounce right here. So we can see if it breaks 1, 2, 3. So this can be your support 102.3, for puts. If we break here, obviously we can see, maybe a short-term resistance at 105.34. And then we can test all-time highs again at 106. I think these are good levels. And again, these are all on 4-hour charts. TTM looks like it's reversing a bit, but as you can see, it's already priced in. This thing has sold off a bit. But so if it can hold the 102.3, which I would wait for as a confirmation, this thing could bounce back. So it's going to probably be trading in this channel for a while. No worries. No worries. Any more? You guys good?
Could we take a peek at Disney?
Yeah, yeah. Disney. Disney's going to be a little... Disney is very extended. This is going to be a fun one. So Disney, let's just do this. Let's have an all-time high, 179.45. So if it can't hold this all-time high, well, actually it couldn't. 175. Okay. So 175.72, right? So let's do this. So let's have, if it can't hold 175.72, let's just put on this candle. We can see we have a support at 171.74. At or below. With this, we're going to have another support around 167.38. So what we want to see is if Disney can hold 175.54, test all-time high at 179.45, and obviously if it goes above 179.45, this thing could run to the 180s. But yeah, the major levels you're going to be looking for is this right here, 170, 174 as the support. And if it can't hold above this 175.54, it might reject. This will be your next level.
Thank you.
Yeah, HD has been super weak lately. HD had upgrades, it had good, reports, and this thing has gone beaten to death. Again, if you guys do these kind of, drawings, these chart patterns, it is in a tight wedge. TTM has fired long on the 4 hour, so it's good. Volume is good, but it's not bullish or bearish. So, I think HD actually is very interesting. HD above 266.2 is good for call. This actually looks like a good setup. So above 262, I think this thing is going to be good. I like this. I might actually put an alert to buy calls if it goes above this. Thank you for reminding me on HD. TTM has fired long. So above 266, this thing can go back, I would wait for the 268 level where you see the old support right here. Bounce, 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 bounce. So many, rejections here, or actually it held up. But as you can see, it broke. So this is going to be our new resistance. So this is probably a safer entry. But I think this is going to be your best entry for cheaper. 266.43. But below, I think, so close at 264. I think 262.24 is going to be where it could break even more to the lower side, and we can test 258. But to be honest with you, I mean, I don't know, but I think those are going to be your key levels for the downside. Because right here on the wedge, where it bounced right up. But this is a good setup. This is a great setup, actually. I will look at this closely tomorrow. No worries. No worries. But yeah, man, geez, this thing's got beaten down. God. Anything else? All right.
You want to take a
Yeah.
look
Yeah. Yeah.
at an old friend Zoom?
Yeah, or Zoom. Yeah. Yeah, Zoom. Zoom is a little sketchy. I actually have this is a good key level. This will be so puts below 383.84. Zoom is crazy. Zoom could move 20 points just like Tesla. So this will be my key support for Zoom. 380, 384. I will not short it below. Long, I would go I would give it some space, so I would do 399. So above 399, let's push it a little more. Let's do, yeah, this is good. So 399.75 above be good for a call. So it might, it might trade in this channel as it, there's rejections here, bounced here, it broke here, so, sold off, but it held this support. So if it can hold here, but break above 399.75, this thing could run back, let's just do an early target of 411.58. It got rejected here. It's been riding it this whole time. So above 411.58 is going to be, that's going to be your long-term resistance. But short-term is going to be 399.34. Yeah, it's going to be
Thank
traded.
you.
No worries. All right. All right. I think that was good for tonight. We're gonna have these nightly, so every night we're gonna run through some stocks. This is recorded as well. I'll post the link, if you guys missed anything. And yeah, let's have a good trading day tomorrow. Appreciate you guys hopping on. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning.